What's going on, guys? I'm Chris and welcome back to another video. Today I'm giving you my review of M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie, The Knock at the Cabin. And just like the movie, let's waste no time getting into this thing. So M. Night Shyamalan's career has been a bit of a roller coaster with a lot of highs and lows, and I'm happy to say that I think this movie is a hit. Like, out the gate, the movie wastes no time getting right into the thick of it. In fact, like in the first 5 minutes of this movie, I was immediately locked in, and I really have to tip my hat to M. Night Shyamalan for creating tension that quickly, and it never once really lets up, in my opinion. Like, from the opening shot of this movie to the moment the credits rolled, I was not only tense, but I could literally feel my muscles clenched, and when the credits rolled, I had to like take a deep sigh of relief and be like, okay, it's over now. And in case you haven't seen any marketing or trailers for this movie, I won't go too in depth with plot details here just because I feel like it's better to experience this not knowing much. But the premise of this movie was creepy as hell, and I think it's anchored by the best performance in the movie, Dave Bautista. This man can act, and I know a lot of us know him as Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy, which is a fairly goofy comedic role where he's kind of this dumb character that doesn't have much to do. But in this movie, he absolutely crushes it, and I honestly am shocked at how good the performance is. I think Dave Bautista moving forward is going to be like a force in the acting industry, and I think that he's really going to get more roles now because of his performance here. What him and his companions are doing in this movie is terrifying and really hard to believe, feels psychotic even, but because of the nature of his character Leonard, you can almost buy into it and like feel comforted in a very strange way. So he does a great job of playing both terrifying and ominous, but also like believable. He almost has a warm presence on screen that you can buy into. Like, this is his career best work that I've seen, and it's not even close. His performance carries the movie in my opinion, but the main characters played by Jonathan Groff and Ben Aldridge really carry most of the emotional weight this movie has to offer. M. Night Shyamalan films of late, notably old, just lacked any compelling characters or really a reason to care about anything that was happening, but I was really impressed as this movie balances the crazy tension-filled moments with human emotion and actually allowing for the audience to connect with the characters. There were some prolonged scenes of tension where I literally was holding my breath in the theater, felt my palms starting to sweat, but then it'll be intercut with like a little minor flashback scene just to give us some more details on a lot of these characters. It gave us a quick break to catch our breath, but the tension was still there because it was like, oh my gosh, we gotta get back to the scene to see what's gonna happen. But it was a really great directorial choice in my opinion, as it allowed us to develop with the characters through flashbacks, get to know them a little bit better, while never actually abandoning the main through line of this movie, which was pretty damn terrifying. The concept of this movie alone is mind-boggling, and it might be hard for some people to buy into, but because it's M. Night Shyamalan, the director's chair, I'm always on edge, wondering, you know, what little twist or turn is about to go down? What trick do you have up your sleeve, M. Night? I'm always asking myself these questions watching these movies, and it keeps me constantly engaged. The Knock at the Cabin is not a one-trick pony. This isn't a movie that's just about a twist or a movie that's just about keeping you on edge. It balances that with genuine human connection and takes a look at the human experience and life as we know it and the journey that we go on. And I thought it was really sweet and heartfelt in a way that a lot of M. Night Shyamalan movies are not. Like, I'll be honest with you guys, there's moments in this movie that damn near had tears swelling my eyes. I felt emotionally invested in the characters, and that's really important in a psychological thriller movie like this. Unlike a lot of psychological thrillers that are just there for a quick buck, this movie really cares about the characters. So much so that you can kind of excuse some of the absurdities in the plot itself. Logically speaking, does everything in this movie really make sense? Not necessarily. There's definitely a lot of room for questioning why the hell certain characters make certain decisions, but honestly that kind of enhanced the experience for me. Kept me wondering, and after the credits rolled, I was still wanting to keep the conversation going, which is a sign of a movie that might age well over time. I also have to shout out Rupert, Grint, who is fantastic in this, but also the show Servant, which is another M. Night produced show on Apple TV+. He's been killing it in dramatic roles lately, and he is just as good here as he is in the show Servant. In fact, if you like the show Servant on Apple TV+, this will be right up your alley. It has creepy vibes right out the gate, and it's one of those movies that just keeps you on edge from beginning to end, exactly what a psychological thriller should deliver. In terms of M. Night Shyamalan movies, this is a hit, and in terms of psychological horror thrillers in general, I really dug this movie. It was solid from start to finish. Sure, there are questions I have moving forward, but I can have that conversation with friends, and that's what kind of makes the movie great in my opinion. But more important than anything else in this movie, it values characters and relationships. And while it's able to effectively create very tense scenes that are frankly disturbing at times, it's able to balance that with greater themes of love and the human experience and why we're all in this journey that we call life. I thought M. Night Shyamalan tied everything together beautifully, and The Knock at the Cabin, in my opinion, is a movie worth seeing in theaters. But those are just my 2 cents on M. Night Shyamalan's latest movie, The Knock at the Cabin. Definitely let me know yours in the comments down below, and if you plan to see this movie, what are your expectations? Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified for my future reviews, reactions, rankings, all that good stuff. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.